is a problem that needs to be watched in Afghanistan. The bigger problem in Afghanistan at the moment is ISIS. And ISIS, almost weekly attacks inside Afghanistan. The biggest worry is that they are increasingly recruiting from neighboring countries. And those individuals, particularly Tajikistan, those individuals are coming in where they're getting training from ISIS. And the concern is that they might leave Afghanistan, go back to their home countries, and conduct attacks against Western interests. Think embassies. The bigger terrorism problem is actually in Africa, all the way from Somalia, all the way to West Africa, where you've got both al-Qaeda affiliates and you've got ISIS affiliates. They have control huge swaths of territory. They've conducted primarily local attacks so far, but at some point, Western embassies, Western military bases in both Africa and possibly in Europe could become targets. And if we're going to make a prediction for 2023, I'd say we're going to see a terrorist attack against a Western interest somewhere in the world.
Well, that's terrifying. It's sobering. It's a reminder that declaring victory was too early.
Terrorism has always waxed and waned. It has always gone up and down. And I think it's starting to bounce back again.
Mike, after the fall of Kabul, you were on this program and you correctly forecast that the Taliban knew where al-Qaeda's leader was inside Afghanistan.
Right.
So I'm wondering what your thought is about where the emerging terror threat is now.
Right. So one of the major affiliates of al-Qaeda, it's called al-Qaeda in the Indian subcontinent. The leader of that group, the deputy of that group, and the top recruiter of that group are today in Afghanistan. So al-Qaeda is a problem that needs to be watched in Afghanistan. The bigger problem in Afghanistan at the moment is ISIS. And ISIS, almost weekly attacks inside Afghanistan. The biggest worry is that they are increasingly recruiting from neighboring countries. And those individuals, particularly Tajikistan, those individuals are coming in where they're getting training from ISIS. And the concern is that they might leave Afghanistan, go back to their home countries, and conduct attacks against Western interests. Think embassies. The bigger terrorism problem is actually in Africa, all the way from Somalia, all the way to West Africa, where you've got both al-Qaeda affiliates and you've got ISIS affiliates. They have control huge swaths of territory. They've conducted primarily local attacks so far, but at some point, Western embassies, Western military bases in both Africa and possibly in Europe could become targets. And if we're going to make a prediction for 2023, I'd say we're going to see a terrorist attack against a Western interest somewhere in the world.
Well, that's terrifying. It's sobering. It's a reminder that declaring victory was too early.
Terrorism has always waxed and waned. It has always gone up and down. And I think it's starting to bounce back again.
Mike, after the fall of Kabul, you were on this program and you correctly forecast that the Taliban knew where al-Qaeda's leader was inside Afghanistan.
Right.
So I'm wondering what your thought is about where the emerging terror threat is now.
Right. So one of the major affiliates of al-Qaeda, it's called al-Qaeda in the Indian subcontinent. The leader of that group, the deputy of that group, and the top recruiter of that group are today in Afghanistan. So al-Qaeda is a problem that needs to be watched in Afghanistan. The bigger problem in Afghanistan at the moment is ISIS. And ISIS, almost weekly attacks inside Afghanistan. The biggest worry is that they are increasingly recruiting from neighboring countries. And those individuals, particularly Tajikistan, those individuals are coming in where they're getting training from ISIS. And the concern is that they might leave Afghanistan, go back to their home countries, and conduct attacks against Western interests. Think embassies. The bigger terrorism problem is actually in Africa, all the way from Somalia, all the way to West Africa, where you've got both al-Qaeda affiliates and you've got ISIS affiliates. They have control huge swaths of territory. They've conducted primarily local attacks so far, but at some point, Western embassies, Western military bases in both Africa and possibly in Europe could become targets. And if we're going to make a prediction for 2020, I'd say we're going to see a terrorist attack against a Western interest somewhere in the world.
Well, that's terrifying. It's sobering. It's a reminder that declaring victory was too early.
Terrorism has always waxed and waned. It has always gone up and down. And I think it's starting to bounce back again.
Mike, after the fall of Kabul, you were on this program and you correctly forecast that the Taliban knew where al-Qaeda's leader was inside Afghanistan.
Right.
So I'm wondering what your thought is about where the emerging terror threat is now.
Britain, you have Scotland that is almost independent. Wales, the same thing. Everybody is free. But Britain doesn't want the something they're enjoying to happen in Nigeria. Why? Ask yourself that question. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy. I'll prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North will be on their own, the West on their own, even Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport, before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos, to Gowon, telling Gowon not to agree. After having signed the agreement, that same Gowon you're looking at today, God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have ever gone to go on to ask him, why did he say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to go on or gone to Nigeria to say that Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people that Gowon was the aggressor, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigeria is, always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very genocidal war. They killed over 5 million Biafrans. They wanted to wipe us away from the face of this very earth. But we survived it, and we are here today. Those they gave birth to, that have come. And this time with a wrath that you cannot even begin to imagine. And Biafra must.
Nigeria got the man of Budolendi Kanakoro. I say you change the name and already kind of fool. Leaders of tomorrow, Makwan, kind of tuzi. Oru kana tuzi. Mako wege run a fool. Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh, la bundinkemo. Pharaoh, la bundinkemo. Pharaoh, diki kega.
Nigeria on a daily basis witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extremists who share an ethnic and religious identity with President Buhari and the Fulani elite, which now dominates all key institutions in Nigeria.
To open an investigation specifically into the wide-scale and systematic killing of the civilian population, and most notably targeting the indigenous people of Biafra.
Clear that now we've put the Biafran issue on the radar screen of the government, of the Biden administration, of Congress.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to this wonderful day that we have entered as we are now going into the phase of the days of Goliath and David. We are now entering in this weekend the days of the Goliath and David. Goliath and David. Anyị ebuteghị ike ọzọ. Anytime you see that ebuteghị ike, malụ na ike abịago. Anyị ebuteghị ike for this freedom. Anyị ebuteghị ike for this freedom. Ike a ga-eji wee gbazụ wuto. Ọkwa ha sị na ọ nara eme. Anyị ebuteghị ike for our freedom. The power to liberate Biafra has come. The power of David. Ike Pentecost. We are ready to face the Goliath. Just like in the days, like the story in the Bible, the giant man standing, the most strongest. But you know what? He was defeated by ordinary stone, because the stone was the power from above. Anyị ebuteghị ike Pentecost. Ike a ga-eji dọọ Nigeria vam. A na-ekwu ekwu na-eme eme. Whoever cross our path shall go down. In the coming weeks, the Biafra restoration will take full effect. Non-stop wuto until Biafra is liberated. This evening, I have come to start exposition on the Muslim ticket, exposing Tinubu, exposing Shettima, exposing APC, exposing those who are responsible for the killing in our land, and the reason Nigeria must not exit this year. Join me this evening as we embark on this particular divine exposition where every satanic power will be destroyed. The Biafra struggle is completely a different thing. We cannot fight like the Americans. We cannot fight like the Israel. We cannot fight like the Germans. We can't fight like those who disintegrated the Soviet Union. We can't fight like Yugoslavia. We can't fight like any other country in the world because we are different. Nigeria is the only state sponsoring terrorism from the government and fight terrorism within the government. This evening, we are going to expose the APC and the Muslim ticket and educate some of you who do not understand what is going on, who think that it is either Atiku or Obi will fix Nigeria. It's a lie. Those who say Tinubu paid Simon Ekpa, I want you to welcome today, and after today, you will going to say it is P2B that pays Simon Ekpa. You are going to shift from Tinubu to P2B, and then the day I will destroy P2B, you will shift from P2B to Atiku. And when I finally destroy Atiku, I don't know where you are going to shift. Maybe from them to Britain. Ike Pentecost apụtago. For those of you who are watching this broadcast for the very first time, this is Biafra Restoration, Biafra Radical Awareness for Biafra Exit from Nigeria in 2023. We are expecting that in the next 57 days, Biafra will exit Nigeria. That is what we are expecting. In the next 57 days, Biafra will exit Nigeria. It may sound funny, but it is not funny to us. It may sound like it's a joke, or it may not even as a joke to us. I may also sound like a clown, like some of them are calling me. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you will know that Simon Ekpa is not a clown. I am fighting a just cause. That just cause is what I stick on. I want you people to listen and pay attention to what we're about to do today. Before I do that, those of you watching from Facebook or wherever, we are going to kick you out of Facebook because we don't want to go live on Facebook. Facebook is a useless social media. We will not go on Facebook. If you are watching live, it is going to go off in a few minutes. Hook up to any other IPOB autopilot media platform.
Britain, you have Scotland that is almost independent. Wales, the same thing. Everybody is free. But Britain doesn't want the same thing they're enjoying to happen in Nigeria. Why? Ask yourself that question. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy? I prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North will be on their own, the West on their own, even Middle Belt on their, Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport, before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos to go on, telling Go On not to agree after having signed the agreement. That same Go On you're looking at today, God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Go On said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have ever gone to Go On to ask him, why did he say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to Go On or gone to Nigeria to say that Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people that Go On was the aggressor, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigeria is, always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very genocidal war.
That is how Nigeria is. always blaming the victim. Just like a few weeks ago, every hell was let loose and all their propaganda was channeled against Simon Ekpa. As if all the killings in Nigeria, there were no killings in Nigeria. They channel all the propaganda on Simon Ekpa for declaring sit at home, which is coming. More sit at home is coming. Prepare for 2 weeks. It is coming. Prepare for 2 weeks sit at home. It is coming. The same thing, the same modus operandi, Nigeria cannot change. They use the same modus operandi to fight every person that rises against them. Propaganda. They tell you Simon Ekpa is responsible for all the insecurity in Nigeria. In 1 week, every social media, all the Nigerian media, Vanguard, Punch, everything rose up against Simon Ekpa. Exactly the same modus operandi. They have not changed. But, very, very unfortunate to them, we have mastered them. We have mastered them. We mastered and studied them. We studied their modus operandi. And today, are you not going to look around yourself and see that we have defeated them? We defeated them. We defeated the propaganda that, they sponsored after the successful 5 days sit at home by the Biafra people. We defeated them, and that is the beginning of their defeat. I want you to listen to Onyendu.
Vast notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, and the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have gone to go on to ask him, why did he say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to go on or gone to Nigeria to say that Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people that Gowon was the aggressor, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigeria is.
Now today, who are those who helped Nigeria in spreading the news against the Biafra agitators, against Simon Ekpa, against Autopilot? The same people that was following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same people that was following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are the one who have turned around, and today they are doing what? They are propagating the news of the enemies. They propagate the news of the enemy. They tell you that the enemy, that it is Simon Ekpa that is doing this and doing that. They are propagating the enemy's news. And I want you to understand that that is just the beginning. Some of you do not know what is going on internally. And I'm going to bring to you one of the idiots today. One of the idiots today. Those who have been deceiving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for many years. So I'm bringing it to you. The criminal, the kidnapper, the armed robber in Kuwait called China Samworu. They are already preparing to fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But one thing they don't know is that if I have defeated them, do they think it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu they are going to fight? I want you to look at this criminal. The criminal in Kuwait called Mohammed Abbas. They have started panicking. They are now waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to sack them so that they are going to fight him. I do not know who they think they have that can fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have not defeated me. You didn't defeat me. is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Defeating you means that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have even defeated you before you started fighting him. Before you even plan to fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has defeated all of you. That is what is going on. Look at this Mohammed Abbas today. The only message they always send to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention is Chinas Anworu did this, Chinas Chike Dozie did that, sack DOS. I am waiting. He is now waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to sack him, and they sack all of them so that they are going to unleash the whatever they think they have to unleash on him. You see, I want you people to understand that if you continue to follow them, you're your own. You're your own. They are getting the message. Our exposition and the prayer have entered and penetrated Onyendu. Onyendu don't need to come out to see what is happening. He's seeing it there. Before, they are telling you, Onyendu will come out and they will do this. Now, they are not waiting for Onyendu to come out too. They are already preparing how they are waiting for him to sack them. People that we have actually expelled. We have sacked them. If Onyendu come today to pronounce sacking, it's just to confirm it before everybody. We have sacked these criminals. They can never, kidnappers, killers of Biafra people can never be part of this Biafra movement. Can never. They can never ever be part of restoring Biafra. We will treat their fuck up when Biafra come. Shebi that they buy a gun, they give people, they buy population, they kill kings in our land. They kill Igwe. You see how the one they call Ejima confessed. What is it? They kill Igwe in Biafra land. They kill our commanders, those who decided to follow the footsteps of Onyendu's legacy. They kill them. They say if you talk to Simon Ekpa, anybody that talked to Simon Ekpa, cut off his head. And they were bragging about it on social media. Today, look at what they are writing. We are not the one crying, They have started crying even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not yet out. They are crying. Now, why I'm showing you this is for you to understand that what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying here, they are the one doing it today.
Britain, you have Scotland that is almost independent. Wales, the same thing. Everybody is free. But Britain doesn't want the same thing they're enjoying to happen in Nigeria. Why? Ask yourself that question. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy? I prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North will be on their own, the West on their own, even Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos, to telling, after having signed the agreement, that same Gowon you're looking at today, God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you to go on to ask him, why did he say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. No one is agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to go on or gone to Nigeria to say that Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to go to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people that Gowon was that, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigerians always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very genocidal war. They killed over 5 million Biafrans. They wanted to wipe us away from the face of this very earth. But we survived it. And we are here today. Those they gave birth to, they have come.
We are here.
And this time with a wrath that you cannot even begin to imagine.
I am telling you, they can't stand us.
And Biafra must
stand us this year. We are here. Those people that you killed their parents, murdered them, killed them with starvation. We are here. we are here for a revenge, not just fighting for freedom. We will fight the freedom this year, and we are revenging. We are here for a revenge. I want you all to listen because I'm going to do something very spectacular this evening. Listen to Adeboye.
I watch it. If human beings promote you, oh, I should say this. The campaign rallies and the news. I noticed that two different people do their campaign simultaneously in a town. Have you noticed? You don't know why. Because majority of the crowd, majority are ready. So I come, I pay, you gather. After I've gone, another man comes, he pays, you gather.
That is the country some people are planning to preserve. Country where the politicians will come. All right. Some people say that there is no sound. So we are going to refresh. All right. We are here, and I think it has to do with a lot of, a lot of hooking up here, but I think we are good to go. So you just hear that. What I wanted to show you is just that there is, the political parties, the higher crowd. This crowd, this one will come, campaign and go. And another one will come, hire the people and campaign and go. That's what I wanted to show you from there. But that is not why I am here. I am laying a background today, and I'm here to say Tinubu Shettima and APC is responsible for the killings in Nigeria. They are responsible for the killings in the Southeast. They are responsible for the killings in the South-South. They are responsible for the killings in the Southwest. They are responsible for the killings you see going on today in most parts of Nigeria. And so, what I want to tell you now is that Shettima and Tinubu have brought terrorism closer to our door. Shettima and Tinubu has brought terrorism, terrorists closer to our door. And we must do everything to push them back. I'm going to prove it to you this evening. We must do everything in Biafra land to make sure we push Tinubu and this Shettima very, very far away from Biafra territory. And I will prove it to you today, because we come with evidence. Before I go into this exposition, I want everybody to watch this.
Killing is becoming norm in Nigeria under your watch, Mr. President.
If he wants to deliver, may the Almighty help him. But if he don't want to deliver, may the Almighty deal with him.
The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you have failed us. Our community leaders failed. Our politicians failed. We have all failed.
For me to keep quiet and people are dying in the country, innocent children abducted, and as a father at this age, as a grandfather, I will not have feeling, or I cannot voice out. What is the essence of living there? I have made my mind to sacrifice for that. No going back.
The life and properties of Nigerians is above all.
I didn't say any word under duress. I intentionally said it, and I meant what I said, and I am ready to bear the consequences. This way that the government is moving is a failure. Kidnapping and abduction has become institutionalized business today. All the gadgets of this world, with all the technology of this world, people are using phone. Understand my agony. People are using phone to communicate that your beloved ones are with us. If you want, pay us this money. And we have government that has Ministry of Communication, that has Ministry of Information, that has everything, but cannot track that phone. If I die now, I am trying to provide life for other people who are dying unjust in Nigeria. All the elites of this country have failed. All the politicians have failed. We have to come back to the drawing board. If there is no issue of failure, what brought back the agitation of Biafra? Because we have failed. People share the same mind with me, but they are afraid. Some are emotionally inclined to their religion. Some are emotionally inclined to their tribe. That is why people kept quiet. Well, everybody now use Islam to say what he wants. So people can easily use Islam to say it is against the tenet of Islam to call a failure. Were they absent when Jonathan was criticized by Muslim clerics? Gradually, I learned that the problem we have in this country that is going to consume all of us if we are not careful is extremism. The best option in dealing of banditry, Boko Haram, whatever, is to crush them. Well, I think it is impossible to Islamize Nigeria or to Christianize Nigeria. Sharia is something that we have to sit down and look into it critically in Nigeria, especially we the Muslims. The Sharia move claimed some innocent lives in Nigeria. A cleric has no right to pass a judgment. Okay. There is a constituted authority. This is not my first time of saying something against killing and kidnapping.
All right.
I said it more than this during the last administration. and even during this administration. But why is it that this one is so viral? Why?
All right.
Because Nigerians are tired.
Okay.
The people have the right to voice out now because they are suffering.
Yes.
About 7 villages that can't afford to eat 3 times gathered money to pay the bandits. If they didn't on Saturday, their villages will be set ablaze. We are in democratic era. The most important component of democracy is freedom. People are ready to kill anybody who said that Buhari cannot deliver.
Okay.
The post-election violence of 2011 is an affirmation, is a proof to that. If somebody killed me because of this, my blood will write a history. That because of humanity I was killed. Someone must sacrifice for this country. And this is the sacrifice I can do for this country. And I have no regret for that. If I am to be intimidated, that means the president himself intentionally don't want to fulfill his promise.
Let me tell you, Mr. President, under your watch, bandits are taxing Nigerians.
Okay.
Is that the prohibition of the Constitution of Nigeria?
All right. Now, you all have watched that, okay? But what I have come, the good message I brought to Biafrans this evening is that we are living this year. We are leaving Nigeria this year. When I say this year, we have in our estimated time and days, 57 days. 57 days to go from today. How it is going to happen, you will just sit back and watch. Now, I want you all to listen to this man. I want to correct some mistakes today. There has been a lot of mistake people are making, including those we respect so much. And this man is one of them that we respect so much. But there is a mistake he is making here that I want to correct this evening. Now let us go there.
Tinubu has not visited the Southeast, not in primary, before primary or after that. He's not interested. Instead, his deputy, his vice presidential candidate said that Peter Obi will be an Igbo president, not a Nigerian president. He shows you the inner thinking against my people. Why must he say that Peter Obi will be an Igbo president? This is a man who harbored and developed Boko Haram. Boko Haram leaders were caught at the State House of Borno State in Abuja here, and nothing has happened. Nobody has questioned him. When the Boko Haram started, when he was governor in Borno State, he should tell us how it started.
Okay.
Why up to today, it's now a good business in this country.
Okay. Now, this man, I respect him so much. Okay. But all these people that have been making decisions for us, and he's a Biafra, a veteran, so I respect him for that. But the problem here is this: all these people that have been making decisions, their opinion matters in our political activities from decade. Now, their judgment, their decisions has always been counterproductive. Till today, it has always been counterproductive. And the difference we are making today is that we will not allow them to make decisions for us anymore. Now, I'm going to tell you now where one of the mistakes that he made in this video. You see, what they are not understanding is that they are actually attacking the field soldiers. The field soldiers. They are attacking the product. They are attacking the product. They are not attacking the manufacturers. They are not attacking those who manufacture the product. They are not attacking the factory that produces the product. They are not attacking the the materials that they use to produce the product. They are not uprooting it from the root. He said Shettima is that Boko Haram were arrested from Shettima's house when he was the governor. He should come and tell them. He went further to say Tinubu has not visited the southeast and all that. You see, he is more concerned about the product. He is more concerned about Tinubu. He is more concerned about Shettima. But he is not treating the thing that produced Shettima. He is not treating the thing that produced Tinubu. The thing that produced Tinubu and Shettima has produced thousands of Shettima and Tinubu. And they have occupied sensitive positions in Nigeria. So he is only attacking a product that he can easily identify because they are on the center stage. He is not attacking the other product that actually have more vital, occupy more vital position now at this point, and also the system that produced them. So there is no way he can fight Tinubu and fight Shettima and he think he has done something. No, that is the problem. That is the difference between us, this generation of Biafra, from this man. The difference between us is that we think beyond their human comprehension. We think beyond whatever they can think of. We go deep to the root of the problem and solve it from there. So if you attack Tinubu, you are just attacking a leaf, one leaf from their olive branch. And so have you solved the problem? The answer is no. There are other deadlier people than Shettima. How do you solve it? You only solve it by not being part of them. That's it. That's all. You only solve it by cutting them off. Because you can never change the ideology. The reason you say, where is the Boko Haram he formed? Why did that? You can never solve that ideology that made Boko Haram to be arrested in his house. It is an ideology of Usman Danfodio. So how do you solve it? That you saw Boko Haram in his house is just something that mistakenly it happened. You don't know what he's doing in the secret. So what I'm trying to say today is that everybody that you see attacking Tinubu and attacking Shettima, they are misfiring. You have to check the system that produced Shettima and Tinubu. You have to check the system that allowed them to come out and they say they want to contest president of Nigeria. That is the system that you must make sure you dissolve. Any system that allowed that setup, any system that allowed a terrorist to vie for an office of the vice president, any system that encourages a drug pusher, a criminal that was wanted in America to vie for the office of president, that is the system you must fight. And you don't fight the system by saying, let Obi go into the system. Because Obi cannot fight that system. Obi cannot change that system. The people that Obi is going to work with are the product of the same people that you are fighting and calling terrorists. I want you people to understand that Nigeria has gone beyond anything to negotiate or for somebody to savage. That is why the hot blood in us will never allow us to fall for anything. Not for B, not for Atiku, not for anybody. So long as the system that produced these people continue to exist. Some people say it's constitution. It is not. Constitution, 1999 constitution is one of them. It is not the major problem now. 1999 constitution is not the major problem. So, and if you just hang it on 1999 constitution, you need a rearrangement to be able to even talk about the 1999 Constitution. So when they say it is 1999 Constitution, it is a lie. It is a lie. Because what about before 1999? Did you not have Nigeria? Were there no constitution? One thing I want you people to understand is that it is a process that has come this far. And so you know that you hang on 1999 Constitution, it can never change anything. 1999 Constitution is just what they use, what some of their agents use to deceive you. What we need is not to amend the Constitution. No. What we need is a total dissolution. There is a difference between the amending Constitution than what I'm saying. We are not into amending Constitution. Amending Constitution means that you are still going to share some value with the idiot, with the criminals, with the terrorists. Amending Constitution means that you are still going to use Nigeria passport. Amending Constitution means that you are going to live with a rotten system, and then you begin to fight how to amend it. How will you amend your living with a nomadic people? How will you amend your living with a terrorist? How will you amend your living with people who don't have the same mental state, who don't have the same culture, who don't have the same value system, who don't have absolutely nothing with you? It is beyond Constitution. We are saying it is called a dangerous diversity. You cannot be together with people that don't have the same culture, the same value, the same nothing in common. We call it a dangerous diversity. So it goes beyond Constitution. When you talk about 1999 Constitution, those people parading themselves talking about 1999 Constitution are the agent of the Fulani Caliphate. They are only after resource control. So do not fall for them. Do not fall for anybody that is telling you 1999 Constitution. Because all 1999 Constitution can do is resource control. They tell you, oh, there is this exceptional clauses. There is this one in the Constitution. You cannot own port. You can't open port in the Southeast. Exclusive list. All those nonsense. We have gone beyond those nonsense. We have gone beyond exclusive list. We have gone beyond opening a port. We have gone beyond opening road. We have gone beyond state police. We have gone beyond all those things. They will tell you my Constitution so that you are going to have police, state police. No. We have gone beyond all those things. So when I see people talking about 1999 Constitution, it boils and it pains my stomach. Because all those things that they are talking about 1999 Constitution, we have gone beyond it. And like I said, we are not interested in resource control. We are not interested in getting port in the Southeast. We are not interested in building airport. We are not interested in state police. We are not interested in state police. State police within Nigeria system cannot solve the Nigeria problem. Because you need to understand the people that are bringing insecurity, what are their motive and their ideology. Only when you understand what we understand, you will understand that the 1999 Constitution are distraction. So my people, having addressed this 1999 Constitution in a very brief, let us continue with what I have come to do here today. We are saying that you cannot just attack Tinubu and Shettima and you think that you have attacked the main thing. No, these are just one leaf of the product coming from the root, coming from many, many big trees. And we need to cut this thing once and for all and treat this thing so that we can have peace and progress according to our own pace. That is what we are fighting. And when you look at him, when you look at this man speak, you will understand that it is all about politics. They are only playing politics. They are not actually trying to solve the problem that our people are into. They are not trying to solve the insecurity problem. I want you people to understand today, I am making it very open for the very first time. Tinubu, Shettima, APC, and the ruling party or the particular government is responsible for the killing in Biafra land. And I'm going to prove it to you today. Tinubu, Shettima, APC government are responsible for the killings. So if you are thinking that Shettima that Boko Haram were arrested in Shettima's house, I want to open your eye today. I want everybody to come here and see what I'm about to do. The other man was talking about telecommunication, that the kidnappers are kidnapping and they are using telephone to make call and demand for ransom. And nobody is talking about Pantami. Nobody, because he is now hiding. Pantami have remained silent. You know how they do. Once they know that they have something, they will be operating in, silently. But he don't need to make noise. So long as he's doing his job very, very effectively, he don't need to talk. He don't need to parade himself. I'm the minister giving speeches. No, he don't need to come publicly and do something. Have you seen Pantami in the public to do anything? No, he is laying low key because he knows that our eyes are very red. So Pantami is now operating on low key. That's all he need. He don't need all these paparazzi and all that, because he knows, he knows that the torchlight will be on him. So now ask yourself, when you are talking about security, when you are talking about kidnappers, bandits, like the terrorists kidnapping people in our land and demanding ransom, who is in charge of the communication? Pantami. Pantami is a known terrorist. Are you all not aware of it? Pantami is in charge. But they are not talking about Pantami. So I want you to understand that this Islamic State is in charge of Nigeria. And that's why we have to fight them this year to get our freedom from them. I know that the fight is not going to be easy. Like we're already in the fight. But I will encourage Biafrans to get ready. Listen to instruction. Follow orders that we are going to be dishing out going forward. It is going to save your life, because they are going to do everything to make sure they sabotage whatever that we are going to do to make us to be free from Nigeria this year. And when we are saying we want to be free, it is not only Biafra that is going to be free this year. A lot of nations will break. Nigeria is going to break into pieces. And we, the Biafra people, are going to make it possible. I am telling you now, it is not a hidden thing. It is going to happen this year. Those of you who are planning to have election in 2023, which is next month, you are going to fail. We will disappoint you and you will disappoint yourself. Now, I want you people to watch this man again.
Tinubu has not visited the Southeast, not in primary, before primary or after that. He's not interested. Instead, his deputy, his vice presidential candidate said that Peter Obi will be an Igbo president, not a Nigerian president. He shows you the inner thinking against my people. Why must he say that Peter Obi will be an Igbo president? This is a man who harbored and developed Boko Haram.
It is not him. It is not just him. You see, this is one thing I want these people to know. It is not him. It is Nigeria. It is the system that is sponsoring them. It is the system, the federal government of Nigeria. It is the police. It is the army. It is the judiciary. It is the legislative arm of the government. It is the executive. It is all the arms of the government that Fulani controls that gave them the right to be doing what they are doing. So you attacking them is you have not done anything, because there are many people that are worse than them. So I want this man, when you make such comment, you do not just say Shettima or Tinubu. No, you say Nigeria. That is what Nigeria does to my people. Because how can a system support that? How can a system allow such people to come out to vie for the highest office in the nation? So it is the system. So you cannot call Tinubu, you cannot call Shettima without mentioning Nigeria that is aiding them and abetting this criminality. I want you people to understand that. I just want to correct this man that next time he must make the appropriate, opinion, make it in a more understandable way, that it is, when he mentioned Tinubu, he mentioned Shettima, he must say it is the Nigeria. That is what Nigeria does to my people. So that we will understand that we are not fighting just Tinubu. So that we will understand that it is not just about Shettima. So that him who may be supporting Obi or supporting Atiku will also understand that there is no road in that place where he's going. And that the only solution, so that he will not come to AIT to complain like this, is to get your freedom and begin to govern yourself the way that everybody will understand. So that because you love good life, you love freedom, you love to make money, you love to, so that you can now begin to develop your own policy that it will favor your people to make money. Because that is what you want to do. You want to live good life. You can't live good life with a nomadic people. You can't live a good life when you have Fulanis controlling. And when you talk, they tell you, oh, are people not doing fine? All the people doing fine in Nigeria are all criminals. 90% of people doing fine in Nigeria are criminals. When I say criminal, I merely mean criminals. They are all criminals. They are into illegal businesses. They are into bribery and corruption. You can never do well in Nigeria. I am telling you, it does not matter. If you are in Nigeria and doing well, you are into bribery and corruption. You can never do well. Who are you to do well in Nigeria? You must be collecting bribe. You must be involved into corruption. You can never live in Nigeria with your salary and do well. Never. I challenge anybody that is in Nigeria who claim that they are one Nigeria to come and challenge me that he is living well. And let him or her tell us how he is living well. How does he make the living? Every billionaire in Nigeria is a criminal. I am telling you the fact. Every billionaire, 99.9% of billionaires in Nigeria are all criminals. Nobody in Nigeria is manufacturing anything before they become billionaire. Except, of course, we know those few Igbo people who are manufacturing something. Nobody in Nigeria that is a billionaire today that is not a criminal. Point one person that you have not been arrested by Interpol, but does not mean that you are an innocent man. You are a criminal. I am telling you, all of them are all criminals. It's just because they have not arrested them. It is the one that arrests, you know. Because they can't explain their source of wealth. They can't. Obasanjo cannot explain the source of his wealth. If you talk to him now, he will tell you, I was the president of Nigeria. Being a president of Nigeria does not make you a billionaire. Okay? But touch him. He will say he was a former president. Atiku Abubakar. Touch him today. Ask him what he will tell you. I was in custom, and he was selling. He will tell you he was selling cars. He was doing this and doing that. Is that how to make money? And I just want you people to understand that Nigeria is a criminal country, and we cannot continue like that. We must make sure that is what gives birth to all this insecurity. The insecurity you see today, they will be shouting, oh, insecurity. They are the one responsible. Nigeria breed criminals. Nigeria breed armed robbers. Nigeria breed terrorism. Nigeria, so why are you complaining about insecurity? We are only fighting to go away from this particular country that breed all these crimes. When you have criminal billionaires, when you have people who made their money out of crime, and you think that they are not going to be sponsoring people to be causing one problem or the other, because that is from where they eat. So anybody that is saying insecurity in the Southeast, it is being sponsored by the same criminals who have turned election and politics into business. That is the only business they know how to do. They have never worked in their life. They have no decent business. The only thing they do is to go into politics And once you secure office for the next 4 years, you are going to loot the money that you are going to, spend in the next 20 years, because you can never know whether another government will come and kick you out. Dangote is also the same. Ask Dangote, how did he make his money? He will tell you he's into import, he's into manufacturing. How did he get into the manufacturing? It is all these crimes. They do money laundering, they set up business for them, and they use the money and put into the business. And all those times that Nigeria, all this time that Sani Abacha, Babangida, all of them was into the government. Yeah, military governor, military president, they are pushing drugs and all that. That was how all these people make their money. We know. Ask Dangote, let us see the source of his wealth, how he started. He will tell you he inherited the money from his Dantata, or the elder brother. Let us go to the elder brother he inherited the money to. How did this person make his money? In addition to that, once the person pumped money into the company, they gave him the monopoly, to begin to do the only person that will have license to do the business. It is all crime. There is no genuine billionaire in Nigeria today, living in Nigeria today. I am telling you the fact. Even if when we say genuine billionaire, there is no, I mean it. I swear to God, there is no genuine billionaire in Nigeria. All of them are criminals. And some of them who will tell you that they are into business, that particular business also involves corruption and bribery. They use them to do, they use them to do all this, their contract scam and all that. You see, they will give you contract of 2 billion. You are going to save it, put it to another account, and put it to another account. And before you know it, the government comes, another person cover you up. Before you know it, after 5 years, the money is gone in the system, and then you are a billionaire. That is what they do in Nigeria. We know all those things. I know them very well. Very, very well, believe me. So when I'm talking with some fact that I know. And they know that I know them. So what I'm trying to say this evening is that Tinubu and Shettima, their party, are responsible for the killings in Nigeria today, especially the killing in Biafra land. And that is what I have come here to do this evening. Now let us listen to this man again, so that next time he goes to the television house, he will make the proper statement, which is...
Tinubu has not visited the Southeast, not in primary, before primary, or after that. He's not interested. Instead, his his vice presidential candidate said that P2B will be an Igbo president, not a Nigerian president. He shows you the inner thinking against my people. Why must he say that P2B will be an Igbo president? This is a man who harbored and developed Boko Haram. Boko Haram leaders were caught at the State House of Borno State in Abuja here. Nothing has happened. Nobody has questioned him. When did the Boko Haram, when he was governor in Borno State?
Yet, you want to validate such system. Yet you are campaigning to validate such system that a Boko Haram or Boko Haram members was arrested in the governor's house and nothing has happened to this man. Yet you want to continue to be part of a system that will do such thing while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon for asking for freedom. I hope you people understand what I'm saying. How can you now validate such system in 2023? How are you going to be happy when you are dying in your grave that, oh, yes, I'm smiling that I know this truth, yet I support the system? I don't think your dead body will be happy with you or your spirit. Okay? Because, what are you going to tell them more when you go to the other world? That you know that Nigeria is bad and you are supporting Nigeria. Or that you know that Nigeria is bad, you want to support Atiku, or you want to support P2B to come and do it. To come and do what? To come and do exactly what? I want you people to listen and pay attention to the next video I'm about to play. But let us allow this one to roll for the last time.
Tinubu has not visited the Southeast, not in primary, before primary, or after that. He's not interested. Instead, his his vice presidential candidate said that P2B will be an Igbo president, not a Nigerian president. He shows you the inner thinking against my people. Why must he say that P2B will be an Igbo president? This is a man who harbored and developed Boko Haram. Boko Haram leaders were caught at the State House of Borno State in Abuja here, and nothing has happened. Nobody has questioned him. When the Boko Haram started, when he was governor in Borno State, he should tell us how it started. Why up to today, it's now a good business in this country.
All right. Yet, we want to validate a country like that. Now, the video I'm about to play now is a very, very important video, which will prove to you that Tinubu and Shettima is responsible for the insecurity in our land. And I want to prove it to you this evening. Now, let us go there. Now, do you see the cap here? This cap here is Special Force. The same Special Force that has been killing our people in Hamufu. The same Special Force that we have explained to you how they kill people in Nsukka. The same Special Force that Asaridu Kubo was displaying, they are the one guiding Tinubu and Shettima's campaign in Edo State today. Are you people following? Look at it. The same Special Force that was butchering our people in Hamufu, the same Special Force that was butchering our people in Nsukka, the same Special Force that was seen with Asaridu Kubo is the same Special Force that is guiding APC. We will continue to ask this question, and that is why we will not allow them in Biafra land. Anywhere you see anything like Special Force, they are the terrorists that are killing our people. Have you seen it? I want you all to watch this. Look at the same Special Force that was killing our people are guiding Tinubu and Shettima. Where is the Nigerian army? Where is the Nigerian security? Is this Special Force repented Boko Haram members? And these are the people killing our people. And everybody is keeping quiet. I am asking, when are they going to tell us in the public what is the Special Force all about? When are they going to tell us in the public what is the Special Force doing in the Hamufu forest? When are they going to tell us in the public what is Special Force doing with Asaridu Kubo? When are they going to tell us in the public? Why is the people with Special Force are the one killing our young men in Biafra land? I want all of you to watch. Today in Edo State, the Special Forces are the one in APC campaign.
The opportunity to learn more in the computer.
Are you Special Forces officer? Special Forces officer. A terrorist party. A terrorist state. Everybody have seen that this particular Special Forces has been killing people in a Hamufu. Proud. Everybody see how Asaridu Kuba was dancing. That they have sent their Special Forces to a Hamufu to butcher our people. It was after they killed in a Hamufu, they had to invite the military. Them themselves called the military. After they killed in a Hamufu, they called the military. The military came. And they begin to drag one of the corpses of the people they killed. The community and the Nigerian military begin to drag the corpse. So, Ndi Igbo, those people that call themselves Ndi Igbo, or whatever you call yourself or your group, are you people not seeing it? This is the reason why, not only that we are not going to allow Tinubu or his party anything to do in Biafra land, but there is no political campaign in Biafra land. We have banned it. No Nigeria. The only political campaign we want is the referendum campaign. Come and campaign that we are not going to vote for Biafra exit. Come, bring your reason and begin to convince Biafrans that they should not vote against Nigeria.
Extension of our business in Lagos State then. Obasanjo, instead of expansion, In one contraction, he stopped it. Since our local government money, our salaries, what the level of wickedness is that? If I take all the money you work for in 30 days.
Look at it, oh. These are the people that are campaigning to become president of Nigeria. Why they already have the people that are killing our people in the Hamufu and the Biafra land, guiding them in the campaign. They have those who want to kill us already. They are the one guiding them. So they have actually legitimized the killings in Biafra land. They have legitimized terrorism in our land. They train those who come to our community to kill our children and our women. And they are the one guiding them.
Out of it, you have bought milk and credit. Even maybe not safe. Gary too. And the woman, where they sell barley, and they expect you to pay her. Obasanjo take the money and seize them. Will you call that person a good man or a wicked man? Say it again. So, if he say he endorsed somebody for you, no be poison he won't give you. That one I put for Abrik for that.
Are you people seeing it? These are terrorists guiding those who want to become president of Nigeria. You see, and the problem I have with the people that are talking about it, about Tinubu and Shettima, is that they can't solve the problem by attacking Tinubu and attacking Shettima. The problem itself is the Nigeria itself that is giving them the platform and opportunity to be vying for the office of president. Such system is a rotten one. Such system has failed. Such system is not a system you can hope to become something and change anything. You see the reason why we are going to do everything that to make sure that Nigeria is not validated in Biafra territory this year. Because this particular problem, you can never solve it. You can never solve it. So do not go and start wasting your time to support P2B or to support Atiku. I'm still going to come. Oh. You see, let me tell you. You people don't know what I'm going to do this evening. Let me show you one thing. Because I'm going to show you one thing. Now, you have seen the special force. I've been able to show you. I've been able to show you that the people that are sponsoring the killing in Biafra land. You have seen the special force, right? Now let me show you something else. Now, I want everybody to listen to this man. Okay? I want everyone to listen to this man. I want you to listen to this man. There is something he did here. And honestly, when you think, hypocrites doesn't, it smells. It smells. It smells. I want you to watch.
Call a spade in this country. That was a disgrace on Nigeria as a country. That a presidential candidate went to Chatham House, where he's supposed to espouse his idea, and he's calling people to answer questions that were asked from him. Can't you see the way that journalist had to ask him, sir, is this how you're going to be calling people to answer questions for you, where you are supposed to be the one speaking yourself? He called Nasir El-Rufai to speak on security. Has Nasir El-Rufai been able to sort out his problem of insecurity in Kaduna State?
Now, you see, this man, to show you that none of them will be able to do anything because Nigeria is a failed state. This man is here telling you that Tinubu called somebody to answer a question for him, and it becomes an excuse. The same thing P2B have done. Okay? The same thing P2B have done. When P2B was asked a question about education, P2B now took microphone and they walked to the committee or to the panelist, who is a professor. P2B took microphone, walked to the panelist, and told one of the panel, please answer this question because you know something about education. How many of you watched it? How many of you watched it? What I am here is to tell you that none of these people can salvage Nigeria. Nigeria is gone. The only thing we are going to do is to help in destroying it this year, making sure that we dissolve it in peace or in pieces. So I want to see your comment. How many of you have seen the video of P2B taking microphone to go and give to a professor who was sitting in a panelist chair to answer question for him? The question that an audience, either a journalist, asked P2B about education. Please, how many of you watched that video? Show us the video. I haven't seen. Truth. All right. All right. He said I should show you the video. Okay. One moment. One moment. Somebody say, I have not seen it. You people don't know anything now, so. So none of you have seen a video of P2B in a conference. Some of you have not seen a video of P2B in a conference where they asked him questions and they asked him question and he took the question to somebody. He took microphone to somebody to answer the question. Our media, our media, our media, our media. We need it. Our media, our media, our media. Our media, our media, our media. A moment. Because our own is we they do it a show. Our media, we need P2B's video where he presented microphone to somebody to answer the question that was presented to him. And please, if you go to the what is the name of this guy, this Calabar man? What is the name? What is the name of this one, of their spokesperson before? What is the name of this guy? What is the name of the spokesperson of their party spokesperson before? What is the name? What is the name of the party spokesperson? So that I will check the listing from the Twitter because I know it is there. Somebody said no. What is the no? What is the name of this Akwa Ibom man? No. What is the name of this APC man? APC spokesperson. What is the name? No. APC. From Akwa Ibom, the one who called himself human rights lawyer or something. What is the name again? No. Keyamo. Okay. Keyamo, yes. Keyamo. I think Keyamo Estes. Because I know he has something like that. Yes, here we go. Let us check this Keyamo. Let us check the Keyamo. Because I want to show everything. No, I must get this video. Very important. I didn't know that I'm going to talk about it. How many of you watched it when they asked the question? Yes, this video, the video that P2B, I sent this video, the link to you before, where P2B was asked a question and he took the microphone to give somebody to answer the question. It was on education. You remember? I need it now, immediately. Okay, I think here, I have seen it. Wait. All right, here we go, my fellow Biafrans. Don't worry, I think it is here. Wait. All right. You see, thank you. Our own is in the show. Let me show you people. You know, I just want to show you that no, you see, in this election, it is not to happen in Biafra. We can't fall for the scam. We can't fall for. This is P2B. I follow them. I follow. You see, if you are fighting for freedom, you must be very, very concerned with everything, you know, to have answers to anything that comes your way. I want you to watch P2B. Now, download the picture, download the video of that aerofoil sent to me.
Yes.
I sent it to you, right? Yeah.
So how would you make us to change that narrative? Thank you.
We have 4 questions now. So let's deal with the 4.
Okay, for now.
For now. I will start with the last one. I want Professor. The professor. I want you to tell us our education is.
You see? Are you hearing it?
This one passed me.
This one passed me. Are you hearing it? Peter, this one passed me. Do we have problem with the microphone? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, you see, we want to show you that none of these people parading themselves will save Nigeria from disintegrating this year. I want you people to understand that there is nobody, all of them are just selfish. See, P2B is telling you that this one passed me. Yet, this Erofai, you know, is attacking Tinubu, the terrorist party. Okay? Listen to it again. Okay. All right, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. You're welcome back. Listen to your B.
Yes. So how would you make us to change that narrative? Thank you.
We have 4 questions now because you answered 2.
No.
So with the 4.
Okay, for now.
For now. I will start with the last one. And I want Professor to tell us, if he's a professor, I want you to tell us how education they stand. Prof. This one pass me.
You said this one pass me. Now they hear them.
Yes. So how would you make us to change that narrative? Thank you.
Don't worry. We have 4 questions now because you answered 2.
No.
So let's deal with the 4.
Okay, for now.
For now. I will start with the last one. And I want Professor to tell us, if he's a professor, I want you to tell us how education they stand.
Okay.
Prof. This one pass me.
You see? This one pass me. Now, you see, he said this one pass me. The same way Nigeria pass him. The same way Nigeria pass Tinubu. The same way Nigeria pass Atiku. That is the same way Nigeria pass all of them. Everything that can make Nigeria work, pass all of them. And they know it. Now, this one that called himself El-Rufai also did not talk about P2B, who also have admitted Nigeria problem pass him. Because what you see here is that when they say this one pass me, means that they don't know it. Means that Nigeria problem pass them. Now, watch this one.
It's time for us to call a spade in this country. That was a disgrace on Nigeria as a country.
Okay.
That a presidential candidate went to Chatham House, where he's supposed to espouse his idea, and he's calling people to answer questions that were asked from him. Can't you see the way that journalist had to ask him, sir, is this how you're going to be calling people to answer questions for you, when you are supposed to be the one speaking yourself? He called Nasir El-Rufai to speak on security. Has Nasir El-Rufai been able to sort out this problem of insecurity in Kaduna State? It's time for us to call a spade in this country. That was a disgrace on Nigeria as a country.
Okay.
That a presidential candidate went to Chatham House, where he's supposed to espouse his idea,
Okay.
and he's calling people to answer questions that were asked from him. Can't you see the way that journalist had to ask him, sir, is this how you're going to be calling people to answer questions for you, when you are supposed to be the one speaking yourself? He called Nasir El-Rufai to speak on security. Has Nasir El-Rufai been able to sort out this problem of insecurity in Kaduna State?
Have you people seen it? And so, when we are trying to tell these people that, it is not attacking the people. It is not by attacking the P2B. It is not by attacking Atiku. It is not by attacking Tinubu, but the thing, the entity that produced them. The thing that made them to come out and start flying and trying to answer questions that they don't have solution to. The entity that validated them. The country that made them to come out to begin to vie for office of the president. That is the problem, not them. They are the product of a very bad country. They are the product of a failed country. And you can't continue to patch something that has failed, when the people who want to say they want to, do something cannot answer question, ordinary question. You see the reason why Biafra is different. As I am now fighting for Biafra, just for fighting for Biafra, just ordinary freedom fight that I am, as a spokesperson of Biafra, there is nothing you can present to me. There is no question you are going to ask me today. Both the one that concern Biafra and the one that concern Nigeria. Both how the policy will be, even if it is not going to be the exact thing. There is no question you will ask me today, and I will not address it. It may not be the, but to the best of my knowledge. There is no question. So, if I cannot answer a question about Biafra, why am I fighting for question for something that I don't know? If you claim you want to do something to Nigeria, you want to change Nigeria. Why are you fighting when you can't answer question how you want to make Nigeria work? That is why he's running away from coming to our program. You know, we challenge him to come so that we ask him questions, how he is going to make Nigeria better, how he's going to do that his Igbo brain to make Nigeria work. He's running away. Because if he come to my program, I will ask a question and he will not be looking for a professor to give the microphone to answer the question. So you cannot be vying for the office of a president in a failed country, in a terrorist country, when you don't know how to solve the problem. Even if your answer is not the best, but let us know that you have knowledge about something. Okay? Let us know you have knowledge about something. I can't just come and start fighting for preaching Biafra, and then I cannot be able to answer question concerning Biafra when somebody asks me a question. It means that I am a mumu. So what it means is that all the people that claim they are Nigeria, they are fighting for Nigeria, have nothing to offer. Nigeria is a failed state. They can't solve the problem. They can't solve nothing. They have nothing upstairs from Obi to Tinubu to Atiku. These are people that are just bunch of nonsense people that only want to continue to enrich themselves and enrich their colleagues and their friends. Nothing else. Obi claimed that he is the one who made the Anambra education this and that. Obi said he changed the Anambra, he did this, but he said he was campaigning using school and education. That while he was Anambra governor, education did this, and when they presented a question on education, Obi cannot answer it. Obi cannot answer it. So he has no knowledge of his own. He has no knowledge of his own. Nothing. No, the something. It is the same thing everywhere. The same thing everywhere. You know, when I say it, a lot of people didn't believe me. Because that is, you think that I cannot come here and begin to talk something when I'm not sure about it. You know, when I watch this video, I have not made it public. I watch this, because, you have to follow them. You have to watch. Sometime, take time and watch and see what is happening so that you are able to, educate people. If I say, even though I'm not following everything they are doing, but there are the one that caught my attention, I watch it. A lot of you don't know this video. A lot of you didn't know, but it is existing. It happened. And even worse than this is there on social media. Only that you don't have the time or you don't have the interest to go and watch it. Worse than this is there for Obi and all of them. But if, for example, that I did not find this video now, a lot of people will say, blackmail is a blackmail. Is not true. Obi can never do that. Obi is the only thing Obi is doing is to cram. I told you people, cramming GDP, cramming percentage that doesn't exist, cramming the percentage of poor people that does not exist, because everything Obi is saying are all lies. There is no data anywhere. Now Obi will tell you 85% of people in this place is having malaria. 25% of the children there, they are having epilepsy. 85% of children, they are out of poverty. The school in Anambra have 82%. All this thing, percent. There is no proof to what Obi is saying. I am telling you, what I'm saying is fact. There is no data anywhere. Obi is just another 419 head. The only thing he knows is GDP. Once you ask any reasonable question that has to do with governance, he doesn't know it. But tell him what is the problem of Nigeria. He tell you the problem of Nigeria is economy. Economy is not problem of Nigeria. Problem of Nigeria is dangerous diversity. The dangerous diversity gave birth to nepotism. The dangerous diversity gave birth to corruption. Dangerous diversity gave birth to all the impunity, even to terrorism that you see today. Kidnapping, dangerous diversity gave birth to kidnapping. Dangerous diversity gave birth to banditry. Dangerous diversity gave birth to Fulani herdsmen killing. Dangerous diversity gave birth to all the things, Ruga, waterway bill, everything you see today happening is as a result of dangerous diversity. So how can somebody come to tell you that Nigeria problem is economy? You see that we are not in the same level, and we are not in the same lane. So you cannot convince me, after knowing what I know, which I know is fact, and then you come to say I should follow somebody who have not identified the problem of Nigeria. That the problem of Nigeria is not economy. It can never be economy. Okay? It can never be economy. The problem of Nigeria is dangerous diversity. That dangerous diversity gave birth to the economic issue you see today. So you cannot solve economy while you still have the dangerous diversity, giving birth to all manner of things. Do you understand my point? So this is where they get it wrong. And you can never solve the problem without solving this dangerous diversity. Once the dangerous diversity is solved, economy will fix itself. Once the dangerous diversity is solved, terrorism will go. It's gone. Once the dangerous diversity is solved, other petty criminals and the crimes will be taken care of. Once the dangerous diversity is solved, economy, the education, social amenities, road, everything will fix itself. But in the midst of this dangerous diversity, nothing will ever happen and progress in Nigeria. That is the root cause of the problem. So I have challenged you, Obi. Come and convince me so that I will ask you a question. And let us see how you are going to do these things. Let us see how you are going to solve Nigeria problem. Because for me, I am very, very sure that it is not economy. I have just explained the problem. Very, very common sense. So it is not economy. So let Obi tell us how he is going to solve this dangerous diversity as a problem. Explain it. In the National Assembly, there is dangerous diversity. In the executive, there is dangerous diversity. In the judiciary, there is dangerous diversity. In the system as a whole, the dangerous diversity. The dangerous diversity is that Nigeria is releasing 613 terrorists, Boko Haram, the so-called repentant Boko Haram members, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is an Igbo man, a Biafran, is still languishing in DSS dungeon for calling for the freedom of his people. That is as a result of dangerous diversity, which lead and gave birth to nepotism, favoritism, corruption, bribery. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a Boko Haram, by now he would have been released. That is what it means. But because the Boko Haram brothers and sisters are in Asorok, the Boko Haram brothers and sisters are in charge of DSS, the Boko Haram brothers and sisters are in charge of the police and the army. So they release their brothers while they detain other people out of dangerous diversity and nepotism. So if there is any, you see, what I have just said now is the simple way to explain Nigeria problem. And the only solution is the disintegration. Disintegrate this diversity so that people can go and develop on their own way and progress. So that peace, lasting peace, can return to that region. That's all. That's what we ask for. We are asking for peace. But in the process of getting peace, you must prepare for war. And we are preparing for that war this year. So I want you people to understand that it is a problem. Peter Obi gave mic to another person to answer question. We are going to, let's see, Telegram. moment. Now, you know, our own is a pop and play. We are going to do practical now. Practical. That's why we are very, very different. We are different. I want everyone to watch. We are going to bring all of them to the we are going to bring all of them to the screen so that let us watch it together. That is the time it is going to make a lot of sense. Let us watch it together. Here we go. It will be failed to answer question. On education. So this one pass me. If the thing did not contain this one pass me, you know, is not complete. It must have this one pass me. Okay? This one pass me must be inside it too. You know that it is not complete. It must have this one pass me. That is the cocoa. Here we go. Here we go. I am going to pull the video of P2B, the video of Tinubu, and then the video of this Erufai, you know, where he is shouting, yeah. You know? Yeah. He shouted. You know, if you don't, you cannot just do this one and leave that one. Okay? So, you know, the thing is that for those who are hoping on these scammers, on this corrupt fraudster politicians, Obi, Atiku, and their terrorist Shettima and Tinubu, you are just you know, you are just wasting your time. We can't fall for this scam. We can't fall for it. I don't have the one. I need this video. I need this video as well. All right, just one moment. We are rounding up to get the video. Okay, that is the video. All right. Okay. All right, you got it. You got it. Never mind. Great. You got it. I never I didn't see it. Somebody say you got it. This one passed me. Obedient. He said, this one pass me. And I'm going to Now, I want everybody to watch. We are going to enjoy this thing today.
Yes. So how would you make us to change that narrative? Thank you.
Don't worry.
Because you answered two.
No.
So let's deal with the four.
Don't worry.
For now.
Don't
I
worry.
will start with the last one.
Okay.
And I want Professor.
This one pass me.
If it's a professor, I want you to tell us how education is the stand.
Okay.
This one pass me.
Hi, Chideke. This one pass me. Let us let us go to this one. Hello, man. Nigeria, a failed state. Hello, now watch this one.
So what are your plans for youth, young people? If you would like to...
Just take a moment to look at this picture. Imagine going for a job interview and you are...
And this is being done by Obi idiot, Obi people. Thank you, God. They are explaining my practice. You see, look at them. They are principal. You see, this is the people that most dundee people, the most stupid, ignorant, and the foolish people. All this one Nigeria. Look at them. They are saying my practice on Tinubu. Meanwhile, Obi have done the worst.
So what are your plans for youth, young people? If you would like to...
Just take a moment to look at this picture. Imagine going for a job interview and you are being asked questions and you say you want to demonstrate that you are a team player. Therefore, you are assigning the questions to your brothers, sisters, your friends. While the questions were being asked, the people he went to Chatham House with were assigning the questions to themselves. So you can see right here that it was immediately after the last question, when Tinubu was about to start answering, they brought the paper, giving him the names of the people to answer the questions. And that's not all. You will still see this repeat. They gave him another paper for the third question for him to assign it to another of his boys. Now, let's now go over to what Hossein Rufai and other presenters at Arise TV said the other day. Do remember to subscribe to the channel and also like this video for it to circulate around YouTube. And please drop a comment about what you think. I really want to know what you think about this. My name is Anato Green, and I just want a Nigeria that we all can be proud of.
He just wants a Nigeria that all of them can be proud of. And when you listen to that, he is supporting P2B who have come to distract our Biafra. Look at the same P2B here.
Yes. So how would you make us to change that narrative? Thank you.
Don't worry.
We have four questions now.
Don't worry.
No.
So let's deal with the four.
All right.
Okay, for now.
I will start with the last one. And I want Professor to tell us, if it's a professor, I want you to tell us how education is the stand.
Okay.
This one pass me.
All right. He said that this one pass me. This one can't pass.
Yes. So how would you make us to change that narrative? Thank you.
Don't worry.
We have four questions now because you answered two.
No.
So let's deal with the four.
Okay, for now.
I will start with the last one. And I want Professor.
One of the idiots here called Samuel said that if Biafra did not come this year, then he is a goat. Let me add that in addition to your goat, if Nigeria did not conduct election in Biafra land this year, you are calling you a goat is an insult to goat, because goat get brain. The goat, in fact, some people are even taking goat as pet these days. I have seen people that own goat as pet, and the goat is learning. The goat is even very smart these days. They don't allow, they don't jump into a moving vehicle. They don't allow moving vehicle to kill them very easily like before. And goat these days even come to collect food from your hand if you are eating. Even in this failed nomadic state called Nigeria, goat, I have watched where goat is coming, where somebody is eating bread, the goat is coming to take the bread, which means goat these days can eat bread. And not like in the olden days. In the olden days, goat doesn't come closer to, goat which bread. Goat don't know what is bread. So goat is actually developing brain these days, that people are now having goat as a pet. So calling you goat is an insult to goat, because goat have brain. So what are we going to call this man? Because at the end of the day, our own what we want to do is that we must make sure that Nigeria do not conduct election in Biafra land. So the question is, what if Nigeria did not conduct election in Biafra land this year? I'm not even talking about this year, just this coming month, which is February. What are you going to do? Oh, we call him Maggot. Maggot Nancy. Ọbọkwa Maggot nke na-anọ na ọbọkwa Maggot nke na-anọ n'ime anụ ma ọ nke na-aba n'ahụ anụ ma onwe ka ihe si wee mee. No, Maggot nke na-anọ na nsị. I think this is a very good one, because maggot get level. There are different categories of maggot. So we have to define the maggot. Maggot nke na-anọ na Cindy village. Nke na-anọ na Soka in the village. Oh, able. Because calling you maggot, something happened to one of the ewu, and then maggot abanimia on our town ewu. About with the maggot. Maggot can give a maggot na siabuki. Now Cindy Fulani, Kenano. So we are going to name him the maggot, or the one that stays in the Cindy Abuki. I will leave na a mix here, Makande. So see maggot nkia anara banana ewu or na banana na-eri maggot nkia maggot na nsi abuki nsi di Fulani, and the Fulani does not poo now. The Fulani na anyụ nsi. You know that onye na-eri na anyụ nsi. So nsi ha bụ mmiri the urine of efinama. Yana zobo na nunu the, what is it called again? Is it nunu the whatever they call their food? So harichaya on and say hake na ano as a maggot, because maggot will grade. I can grade you now. About just maggot machaliba, you are a maggot. No. Maggot can give a maggot na Cindy Abo. About Cindy Igbo, maka ndị Igbo na-eri ezigbote nri. Ịghọtago? Ndị Igbo na-eri nri, ndị Igbo na-eri ụtara, na-eri fufu, na-eri garị, na-eri ezigbote nri kara aka. Ọbụkwa na ndị Igbo ka ị na-anọ, nọ na ndị Hausa. Let us continue.
The first question to Dele Alake.
He will choose the first question assigned to Dele Aleke because they are not the problem of Nigeria. They cannot solve it. They can't answer the question of Nigeria that they want to be president.
And the second question assigned to Nasiru El-Rufai.
Okay. The first question assigned to that. The second question assigned to Nasiru El-Rufai. They don't know how to solve Nigeria problem on their own. They don't have the answer. All of them.
And third question.
All right.
Assigned to.
All right. And then yes, Alpha. They are not giving the names.
To Ben Ayade.
Okay, Ben Ayade. All right.
All right. I mean, I have a lot to say.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's not deceive ourselves. What I saw at Chatham House was a joke. It felt like a scene from Ghanaian comedian Shatta Bando.
Okay.
It's a big joke. Let's not deceive ourselves. We want a good country and want people to state it. I get your point about delegation. What nonsensical delegation?
Okay.
When have you seen Rishi Sunak call people to come and answer questions for him when he's debating the opposition leader at the Prime Minister's question time?
All right. But this same Hussaini is also supporting this Obi, who is also delegating.
Yes. So how would you make us to change that narrative? Thank you.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
We have 4 questions now.
4 questions. No, let's do answered by 4 people.
Okay, for now.
For now.
I will start with the last one.
And the Obi own is even worse. Obi own is that Obi say, this one pass me, which means Nigeria pass him, Tinubu, Nigeria pass him, Atiku, Nigeria pass him. That is why we are opting out. Dangerous diversity. They can't solve the problem. Obi own is that he confessed this particular question pass me. Yet, this Hussaini is yet to address Obi.
One professor to tell us, if he's a professor, I want you to tell us how education is stand. Prof.
Because this one passed me.
This one passed me.
All right. Hi. We need to, I want to see whether I can pull it so that all of them will be playing, side by side. You know what I mean? Yeah, Otoba.
And you say you want to demonstrate that you are a team player. Therefore, you are assigning the questions to your brothers, your sisters, your friends. While the questions were being asked, the people he went to Chatham House were asking the questions to themselves. So you can see right here that it was immediately after the last question, when Tinubu was about to start answering, they brought the paper giving him the names of the people to answer the questions. And that's not all. You will still see this repeat. They gave him another paper for the 3rd question for him to assign it to another of his boys. Now, let's now go over to what Hussaini Rufai and other presenters at Arise TV said the other day. Do remember to subscribe to the channel and also like this video for it to circulate around YouTube. And please drop a comment about what you think. I really want to know what you think about this. My name is Anato Green, and I just want a Nigeria that we all can be proud of.
I will choose the first question, assign it to Dele Alake. Okay. And the second question, assigned to Nasru El-Rufai. And third question, assigned to Ben Ayade.
All right.
I have a lot to say. Let's not deceive ourselves. What I saw at Chatham House was a joke. It felt like a scene from Ghanaian India Shatter Bundle. It's a big joke. Let's not deceive ourselves. We want a good country. We want people to state it. What nonsense? You've seen Rishi Sunak call people to come and answer questions for him when he's debating the opposition leader at the Prime Minister's question time. Out of the 16, over 30 hostings they had, when did you see Rishi Sunak call another person to come and speak for him when he's supposed to address the people? It's time for us to call a spade in this country. That was a disgrace on Nigeria as a country. That a presidential candidate went to Chatham House, where he's supposed to espouse his idea.
Are you listening?
And he's calling people to answer questions asked from that journalist had to ask him, sir, is this how you're going to be calling people to answer questions for you, where you are supposed to be the one speaking yourself?
All right.
He called Nasir El-Rufai to speak on security. Has Nasir El-Rufai been able to sort out this problem of insecurity in Kaduna State?
Kaduna State.
Eh?
It was a bad call.
Has he been able to sort out his problem of insecurity?
If there was an army general retired in that gathering, you
called
him to speak on
somebody to come and speak for him as regards economy. APC government not prevailed over an economy that has gone downward the drain? They promised over 27 million jobs. They can't give it. Third quarter 2020 now. We've not seen unemployment numbers. I dare the MBS to release statistics for unemployment numbers as we speak. Okay. I feel ashamed as a Nigerian. Right. I've got nothing against any presidential candidate, but I am a Nigerian, and when a Nigerian presidential candidate should go and make us proud at a public gathering abroad, they should also remember that people like us are Nigerians. Okay. And anything they say about Nigerians overseas, it robs us of on our image.
Which one? Which one?
Rufai. Section 5, 1999 Constitution allows the Nigerian president to delegate authority because the powers of that executive branch is concentrated in the person of the president. Okay. But as Rufai said, people should not, did you say chicken and egg or something?
Counting their chicken before they are out.
People should not count their chicken before they are out. So when a man wants to lead, he's coming for an exam. People want to assess you.
Yes.
My friend, you do the questions yourself. If you ask other people to come and ask, that is called cheating.
Cheating.
The invigilators will be wondering whether you know what you are putting yourself into. No. And the buck stops at the table.
Situation. I have been even in private sector at top level meetings where the CEO would delegate to the head of a business to respond to it. Yes. So let me land. However, as the buck does stop with the CEO, and he's able to articulate himself on every issue, even if not as from an expert perspective, but have an overview to respond as all other candidates have done. So that's where I'll fault that. I don't think he's not able for a better response, especially if they are members of his team. However, I do think that he ought to have been able to speak to every single issue and ask for an in-depth response from his surrogates. But in terms of I'm happy to see a candidate presenting for his team forward that these are my potential team members who are going to help me take this nation to greater heights, because leadership is not by one person. Yes. It's not by an individual.
Team members will still have to go to Senate.
They will still have to go to Senate. And a shadow cabinet has been fully appointed already. It's different from this. These are campaign surrogates and friends. There's a huge difference with a shadow cabinet. In fact, a shadow cabinet, positions have been given already. That's why we have shadow Brexit minister, shadow chancellor of the exchequer, shadow this, shadow that. Positions have been allocated. What positions were...
Dr. Bati said potential minister of police officer.
No, he was just joking. He was just joking.
I'm sure Nasir Rufai doesn't want to be police affairs minister. He will prefer the oil ministry.
Ruben, two things. Look, we don't want a situation tomorrow. We will not hear that a cabal has hijacked our president. We heard that.
Yes.
And from whether you call it teamship, I don't know what that means, or in future we will be hearing that is taking decision for our president. We don't want that. But from the performance of yesterday, if you I cannot come to a town hall meeting. We answer all those questions for him. Will he be picking his team from the crowd to answer those questions?
So I can answer straightforward questions.
No.
Yes, they are not.
Were those questions just not straightforward?
They were straightforward questions.
If you don't know how to tackle our security problems, the president, say it yourself. You don't have it on your fingertips, and you want to be commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces? Come on. Well, Nigerians are watching. They are seeing the candidates on different platforms. You don't have to come to Arise.
Don't campaign.
No. What I'm saying is that you don't have to come to Arise if you don't want to come. But Nigerians...
One of the things Ashwaji Tinubu said is that the people of Nigeria should be allowed to make their choice. And I think that's an important point.
He also accused some people of trying to make, because he's marketable.
Who wants to make money?
He didn't mention anything.
He mentioned that the reason why he wouldn't attend town hall meetings, but that's not a valid yes. That's not a valid
we just
it's
face the
marketable.
questions yourself.
Anyway.
Yes. So how would you make us to change that narrative? Thank you.
Don't worry, don't mention.
We have 4 questions now because you answered 2.
No.
So let's deal with the 4.
Okay, for now.
For now. I will start with the last one. And I want Professor to tell us, if he's a professor, I want you to tell us how education is the stand. Prof. This one pass me.
Yes. So how would you make us to change that narrative? Thank you.
We have 4 questions now because you answered 2.
No.
So let's deal with the 4.
Okay, for now.
For now. I will start with the last one. And I want Professor to tell us, if he's a professor, I want you to tell us how education is the stand. Prof. This one pass me.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You have all seen it. What we have tried to do this evening is to prove to you that Nigeria is dead. Nigeria has failed and will never rise again until it disintegrates this year. And of course, listening to this special announcement this evening, as we progress and move from step to step, preparing for the exit of Biafra and many things that will happen this year. Listening to this very, very important announcement. This evening, we are announcing the Biafra Medical Practitioners Group. The activation of the Biafra Medical Practitioner Group officially this evening. The Biafra Medical Practitioner Group will be in charge of every medical issues going forward. And because of the health condition of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and many things that we follow, it has become imperative to activate the Biafra Medical Practitioners Group. And I am going to announce those who will be heading this particular medical practitioner group. Dr. Sam Agubosim will be the MD, the president of the Biafra Medical Practitioner Group. Dr. Narel Ofoma, MD, the vice president. Dr. Benedette Mba, Family Nurse Practitioner Clinic, is going to be the secretary. Dr. Nkechi Orabueze, member, and Victor Ikechukwu, administrative coordinator. The activities of this group is hereby activated from today, and Biafrans are going to see, hear, and watch as we unveil different departments and activate them. We are close and closer to Biafra freedom. They are going to take complete responsibility of many medical things that are going to be happening from now. Also, different department groups that will be coming up from now will also be doing their own job in their own different way. So I congratulate you all who have put yourself, your resources, and you are now putting your expertise, profession to the cause of Biafra freedom this year. Congratulations, and to whom much is given, much is expected. This call for service is here. Many people will be called, and you are going to serve Biafra. The Biafra Medical Practitioners Group knows exactly what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and we look forward to see them discharge this duty to the best that is available, the best way possible, for the best interest of Biafra people and this agitation and the liberation phase of Biafra. We move forward again. The activities of the Biafra liberation and the revolutionary movement of Biafra will take a new turn again. You know that we go step by step as we follow this template for the complete exit of Biafra from Nigeria. We continue to maintain there is not going to be any political activities in Biafra land. We continue to say it because Biafra people are angry. Biafra people do not want any Nigeria political activity. It has become a hostile state. Biafra is under siege. Biafra has become a hostile region. And for the life of our people, for the safety of our people, we have said there is not going to be any political activities allowed in Biafra land. Because of the intel and security report at our disposal. And let me maintain that the Biafra people have decided there will not be any political campaign, any political gathering because of the security situation in Biafra land. It is a security message and security alert that we're giving to our people. Biafra land is under siege. In order not to be a victim of the Fulani-sponsored genocide and terrorism in our land, we continue to call those who are planning to have any rally or any political gathering in Biafra land to desist from doing that, so that you will not be a victim of the Nigeria state, and thereby you are going to say Biafra people this, Biafra people that. The narrative that you did or used to blackmail Ojukwu after the war cannot work again. We will give you this intel, give you this security alert. If you come out and Nigeria kill you, do not blame anybody. You see that I have been able to prove to you that the special forces that you see killing people in Biafra land are being sponsored by APC, they are being sponsored by Tinubu, they are being sponsored by Shettima and the government of Nigeria. And that is why you see them wearing those special forces and they are killing people in Hamufu and in different parts of Biafra land. Do not fall a victim of these particular people. Because of this, the ban on political activities in Biafra land remain, and we are not having any intention of calling off the ban on political activities and rallies. Do not say we did not tell you. Because those who will tell you to come to political rally and do campaign in Biafra land will not be there to defend you against these bloodsuckers. From here, may God bless Mazin Amdekano. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless Prophet Banji. May God bless our Umada and their husbands. May God bless our media team, the Autopilot IPOB media team worldwide. God bless all of you. May God bless all our personnel, the alliances, ESN, commanders, and all that. May God bless all of you. We thank you for the work you have done. Those of you who have supported this movement one way or the other, may God bless you. Those of you who are yet to come in, who will be coming in today or tomorrow, may God also bless you. God bless our pastors, priests, SMOs. God bless our chief priest. God bless all our reverend fathers, sisters, and all that. God bless all of you. Those who support and make sure that this particular movement, the message and the radical awareness is spread all over social media and beyond. God bless all of you. From here, from me, is good evening. We move. We move. We move. Water, water to the enemy of Biafra. Water, water to the enemies of Biafra. Water, water to the enemies of Biafra. Water, water to the enemies of Biafra. Water, water is the code. The revolutionary movement of Biafra has been activated in full force. You must watch each other's back. There is no going back until Biafra is liberated from Nigeria this year. Be resolute, stand firm, stand your ground, know your right, defend it, fight for it whenever the opportunity calls. Do not back down on whatsoever reason. Do not succumb to threat. Do not succumb to intimidation. Do not allow anybody to intimidate you. Do not allow anybody to give away your freedom in place of Nigeria. Do not allow anybody to deceive you going forward. Do not fall for their scam. Those who have preached to you that Simon Ekpa is the agent of Nigeria, check around themselves. Check around yourself. Check around them. Who they work for. Are they working for P2B? Are they working for Atiku? Are they working for Tinubu? Are they working for One Nigeria? Check around yourself. And make sure you do not fall a victim of these people. Those of you that are coming, that have just realized that we are on the right track, you're welcome aboard. May God bless you. From me, from here, is good evening.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him. And share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. Britain, you have Scotland that is almost independent. Wales, the same thing. Everybody is free, but Britain doesn't want the same thing they're enjoying to happen in Nigeria. Why? Ask yourself that question. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy. I prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North will be on their own, the West on their own, even Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport, before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos, to Gowon, telling Gowon not to agree. After having signed the agreement, that same Gowon you're looking at today, God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have ever gone to Gowon to ask him, why did he say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to Gowon or gone to Nigeria to say that Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people that Gowon was the aggressor, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigeria is, always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very genocidal war. They killed over 5 million Biafrans. They wanted to wipe us away from the face of this very earth. But we survived it, and we are here today. Those they gave birth to, that have come. And this time with a wrath that you cannot even begin to imagine. And Biafra must.
Nigeria got the man of Budolendikana. I say you change the name and already